If you remember what my layer stack looked like in the example back at the beginning of this quest, that was something I put together in about 5 minutes. It literally didn't take very long once I had the idea in my head. Explaining all this to you takes time because the idea in my head was utilizing over 20 years of Photoshop knowledge. So you have to start thinking in Photoshop in order to start producing in Photoshop. So right now, in that original one, I just duplicated this layer. That's really bad form. So I'm going to go ahead and make an everything layer. Now, this is not a documented shortcut. It is nowhere in the menu. It's nowhere in this flyout menu. It's nowhere to be found. But I'm going to show you the top secret trick. Click on Add a New Layer. Okay, again, this little folded piece of paper, that gives you a brand new layer. And because I was holding down the Option and Command key, I got this. I'm going to hit Cancel. If I just click on this, that's what you're going to see. Okay, a brand new layer with nothing on it. Now, Shift, you got to hold down Shift, Option, and Command, and the letter E. Shift, Option, Command, E. And notice that everything underneath this layer was just reproduced on this layer. Okay, so this is merged. That's everything below it. And then we're just going to hit Command J. Command J jumps whatever's here onto a new layer. And if you can't remember that, here's the new layer icon. You can actually click and drag this thing down onto that new layer icon, not the trash can, and it makes a copy. I'm going to hit Command Z to make that go away. If I hit Command J, it does exactly the same thing, and it's a heck of a lot easier. Now, we have two copies of the exact same thing right here. Why did I do that? Remember how we made the canvas a little bigger up top? Let's make the canvas a little bigger left to right. And before we do it, let's go ahead and save our file. See this asterisk up here? That means it hasn't been saved. And so we hit Command S, and boom, it's saved. And then we're going to put up our canvas image canvas size. Option Command C. Option Command I for image size, Option Command C for canvas size. You are going to use these two commands 500 times this year. You are going to know these shortcuts inside and out in a month or so. Okay? It's good to start thinking about them though. Canvas size. Now remember, we changed the height to 4680, which is double 2340. So if we make the width 4680, but we don't change the width from the center, we change it from the left-hand side. Do you see what's going to happen if we click here and type 4680? And then the canvas extension is the background. It doesn't really matter because of what we're going to do next. You click OK, and you get this extension on this right-hand side. And now with the Move tool, remember the letter V, the Move tool, click right here, and it's important you have snapping on. Go up to View, come down, make sure Snap is checked, and Snap to Guides, Layers, Document Bounds. Okay? This is what you want, these three right here, along with Snap. Then, when you click on this and start dragging to the right, now see how it can go down? Hold Shift, and it goes straight across, and then when it gets close, it's just going to go snap and snap right to it. And this looks pretty good right here, but then we got this. Wouldn't it be nice if there were a way to just grab one side and change this so you could do that? Now I'm going to hit Escape so I can explain what just happened. We are on this merged copy with the right-hand side of the screen showing. Okay? So with this layer selected, Command T, gosh, I don't know where this is. I should have looked. Edit, transform, free transform right here. Command T. I'm serious. I don't go in the menus. I just use these shortcuts. So free transform, Command T, gives you these handles. Now, if you start dragging on this, it's going to get smaller. But if you hold Shift, it squishes. If you hold Option while you hold Shift, it resizes from the center, and we can flop it around the other way. I'm holding down Option and Shift. Don't let go of Option and Shift. Let go of the mouse cursor, then let go of Option and Shift, and it looks like I just missed. Like we have this white line right here. Let's see if it really is here. If I click on this Move tool, nah, it was just an artifact. So if we zoom in, Command plus, there's no line. So that worked out rather well. Command 0 to look at this. And now, cool, huh? I'll hit the letter F twice. F once makes the document tabs go away. F again takes us to full screen. Command 0 takes us out. Look at that. Whoa, sweet, huh? Hit the letter F again. We come back. Command 0, Command minus. And you can see these shortcuts. Don't worry. Right now, it's like, I can never remember all that. Believe me, in a month or two, you are going to be keyboard driven with shortcuts, and you are going to work so smart around Photoshop and be able to start thinking in Photoshop. And these next steps of taking the clock, making a selection, taking the moon, making a selection, bringing those two selections in here, stacking them on top of each other, aligning them, making everything fit, changing the opacity, putting on a mask, all this great stuff. What I envisioned in a few minutes, you're going to be able to see too a few months from now. Give it time. Some of you are going to pick it up quicker than others. Some of you are going to start thinking in Photoshop right away, going, hey, what if I could do this? Yeah, you can. There's lots of skills to learn. So patience, Grasshopper. Let's go ahead and save this file and come back and learn how to make circular selections. And a lot of kids are going to say, oh, no, there's another way, and I'm going to use this other way. And they're going to say, it didn't work as well. How come it didn't work as well? Learn to think in Photoshop.